Dexter Original Sin, episode 4, titled Fender Blender, and this episode, I have to say that it's an episode that's all about the relationships. It's an episode that's meant to just give you the more standard Dexter episode, while you could tell like episodes 5 to 10 will focus on the main plot. There's elements of this episode that I'm like, oh god damn, I'm so over it, aka Deb. Like, it's one of the situations, as I said, adult Deb you can handle, but when adult Deb is acting, teenage Deb is acting 100% more like adult Deb, you just can't help but go, can you just shut up? Because this whole time, she's bitching and whining about, oh my god, I have dad promised me I get the truck, and he left the truck, and he didn't do this and do that, and I can't be competent. It's not fair, but I can't win a competition between me and a Deb kid. Because in the opening of this episode, we see a crime scene. Dexter and Harry and all the other members of Miami Metro walk into this crime scene of the missing Juzz's kid who's been murdered now. And clearly this is going to be the big mystery. This is going to be who killed the Juzz's kid, and whoever did it is going to be on Dexter's table by the end of, at some point in episode 9 or 10. So, when it comes to that, and having Deborah just going and whining and not really caring even that doesn't really care about the context of why she didn't able to go to the beach because a child got murdered. She's like, well, a child got murdered, but I still want that truck. And it's like, I can't. There's a point in me that's just like, oh my god, please mature, please get context, please understand that it's not all about you, girl. Like, but it's a simple thing of like, oh, she's a teenager, she's 18, right? She's she's going out, she's pieing, she's doing coke, will coke this time, and weed and all that kind of stuff. So she's at the point, it is, once again, hopefully Deb just matures a little bit. I was so weird about her friend also in this episode, because like her friend was like, oh my god, Dexter's so hard, she's like gussing over him, and meanwhile, she's able to be okay with, dancing and hooking up with guys at a club. So it could easily be a simple thing of like, well, clearly Dexter's not into me, so I'll just quickly move on. So some weird stuff happening, but clearly there's a week gap between episodes 3 and 4. Now, the rest of the episode, outside of my Deborah complaints, is all about the relationships, all about building those relationships, and also understanding what is the status quo. What is the status quo now? Because technically this episode is just a typical Dexter episode, which is Dexter wants to kill this hitman. Harry says, no, you need evidence, you need more proof, and plus he's a hitman, so he might be out of your league, that you'll be able to even survive it. So, but Dexter's like, I can do it. So you got all the Dexter moments of him investigating and meeting up with said killer and then knocking him out. But you can't help at this point. That's like, when does he start wearing gloves? Because that would be a massive thing, right? Because I'm thinking, you're working as Wednesdays, Dexter. You're working as Wednesdays and you're not wearing gloves? In 91, no one was fussing about fingerprints back then? Like, what's going on here? Like, why? And then you got all the other stuff dealing with Greta, which is other crime, like the crime that can easily be semi-solved by the end of the episode, which is dealing with the strangulation, this one of My guess because one of the naughty crimes that Greg's design is request to investigate, and Dexter's on the crime scene. He's doing his thing, and you can kind of tell that Grace is not really getting it. She's like, I need facts, and you can't got facts. You're doing the old Sherlock Holmes thing where you can figure out what happened in a span of 30 seconds. Is not going to cut it. I need hardcore facts of what really happened. So you can see the coldness that we all know Greta is a very super serious character who really cares about her job very, very carefully. But at the same time, you could see like the sense of there's a procedure. We need to fix the procedure. We need to make sure everything's by the book. And Dexter's doing his thing. It doesn't really click. So, but we're aware that she will come around it and all that. But yeah, this episode is not really much that we talk about really, outside of like, yeah, Dexter wear gloves. 2, Gary to whinge, and that. But it does feel like episode 5 onwards will be like, okay, this happens, and then the flashbacks. Oh yeah, and the flashback stuff. I've totally forgot to talk about the flashback stuff. How he babysits Dexter and Brian, and the only thing I went and said was like, while watching it was like, Brian's is yanking the tails off of lizards. Well, I feel like he would turn into a serial killer no matter what. It's like, god damn. It's like I get it, and he's taking off limbs because of the eye truck killer thing. He's taking off limbs, taking the tails off. And Dexter, as a child, is like, I don't know, as a 3-year-old, seems to be the more, I was like standard, but the more, like, you can tell, like, this kid would, if the chainsaw and all the chainsaw and the container of blood, all that didn't happen, he would turn the way he would be. But boy, no, one lie. Like, I'm expecting he would turn into the ice truck killer no matter what. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, you've seen the episode. Comment below. Let me know your